Buying plates is a nightmare. It's super confusing. We're gonna break it down for you, make it really simple so you can get the right plate for your mission, because buying the right plate for your mission is literally the difference between life and death. Making sure you're protected against the threats that you're going up against and expecting to go up against. So let's talk about materials. What you really wanna be looking for is gonna be ceramic body armor. And ceramic body armor is a term that just means that there is a ceramic portion of it. Basically, you have some sort of combination on the inside of PE, which is polyethylene, and ceramic layers designed to stop the bullet, spread the force of it out so that you don't feel it in one certain area, and so you don't have a crazy amount of rear deformation in one area, and so that you can be shot multiple times without any projectiles coming through. Steel plates, which are a huge no-no, very dumb. There's a million videos on YouTube that are great of people testing steel plates, showing what happens when you get shot with them, which is basically that the bullet hits and fragments, and then goes up and goes down and goes into your arms. So when you're looking at plates and trying to decide which plate is right for you, and you're trying to figure out why are some plates cheaper, why are some plates more expensive, why are some thinner, why are some thicker, basically you have weight, budget, and threat level over here. So every time you affect one, it's going to affect the others. I'm not even going to talk about form factor as far as single curve or double curve. Single curve is horrible. Very low budget, very low comfort, not something you can really move with, do long movements, especially in the back where it's going to be rubbing into your shoulder blades. So we're only talking about multi-curve plates here. So when you lower the budget as far down as possible, you're going to be sacrificing threat level, and you're going to be sacrificing weight. By sacrificing weight, I mean adding weight to it, having heavier plates. If you keep a solid threat level, say level 4, and you reduce the budget, you add a lot of weight to it. If you don't reduce the budget at all, go full budget, go balls to the wall, last 24 hours in Las Vegas before a lawyer appointed by your wife assesses your net value, you can maintain threat level and weight. Obviously, you got to take into consideration, what am I trying to stop? Who am I trying to stop? It's definitely important to consider what weapons your enemy is going to be using against you. It's equally important to understand what weapons your friends are going to be using. So you definitely want to have a back plate that's able to stop a stray bullet from friendly fire, and obviously consider what your enemy is shooting at you. If this is more for home defense, you might be less likely to encounter armor-piercing rounds. Our goal in making these plates was to make the absolute best plates in each category, to make sure that someone who's just getting into running tactical kit, is just buying their first plates, has something that they can afford that's going to give them great protection, great weight, and a great price. Then making sure that a professional soldier who wants to run their own plates has something that they can buy that is a good weight, amazing protection level, and a very good price. And then also making sure that we have, for the top of the top, we have an elite level plate giving elite level protection and weight, and just fucking amazing. Let's start with the Protector. Protector is an amazing entry level plate. So something like this is a special threat plate. This is very thin. You can see very nice form factor. Definitely the best plate in this category when you consider the size, the weight, and the fact that it stops 5.56 green tip. It's an amazing secondary plate set. You might say, I also want to have a plate carrier in my truck. I also want to have a plate carrier for my wife. I might want to have a plate carrier for my wife's boyfriend. So you're going to go ahead and buy something that fits the budget without breaking the banks. If you go to the high end, you get extreme performance. So this is the operator plate. This is our most high-end plate. If you can afford this plate, this is the absolute best plate that money can buy. I personally use 2 of these in my kit. Wouldn't replace them for anything. I'm very lucky to be able to have these. If you can grab these, go for it. Obviously, this is very expensive. This is an investment, and this is for people who are just putting the performance on top of everything. So if you're the kind of guy who's cutting the ends off your toothbrushes, who's weighing everything you put into your pack, who's counting everything they take with them on a mission, because they know that those extra grams or ounces are the difference between getting there and back and not, this is the plate for you. This is a 5-pound plate, super light. We call it level 4 plus because it exceeds the requirements of level 4. Great form factor, very thin, great plate. Now, if you still want a level 4 plate that has great performance, and you don't mind adding a tiny bit of weight, this is almost half the price of this one. We partnered with Hesco specifically to make this plate. So this is our Warrior plate. This is new. Consider the weight, the budget, the protection level. This is definitely the best plate in its category. So over here, absolute top of the line, if budget is no concern. Over here, you have a plate that's a little bit more affordable, same protection level, and the only trade-off is that it's a couple 100 grams heavier. So very, very good plate, the Warrior plate. Again, figure out what's your mission, what's your threat, what's your budget, and we have a plate for you.